And John Frankel is with me right now with Third Mutual Update. Good to see you, sir.
Good morning. Thank you
How
for
are
the
you?
opportunity to meet with you.
Great to have you on here today. We got several things that you want to go over.
Well, I'm on several committees, and
Yes,
I
you
want
are.
to talk about what the committees are doing that,
Okay.
bring to the attention of our residents some of the things that we're doing. I'm on the traffic committee, which means that I have to hear traffic violations once a month. One of the things I want to talk about is overnight passes. Now, when vehicles stay overnight and you're a guest, they give you an overnight pass.
Right.
So, and it's possible for vehicles to get an extended pass, but that doesn't cover overnight, the extended pass, if you're a visitor. So we had several incidents at the last meeting where the vehicle was parked and it was staying at, the person did not stay overnight, but the vehicle was there. And after midnight, he was ticketed. So the next question is, when does overnight kick in? Overnight of an overnight pass violation if you don't have an overnight pass? And the answer is at midnight. So if you're visiting and you do not have an overnight pass, you better get out of there by midnight. And this person didn't do that, and their vehicle was ticketed.
So what, I'm trying to understand then, what's the point of an extended pass?
Well,
wouldn't that automatically cover being it's going to be here for a few days?
It's possible to get an extended pass for visitors.
Okay.
But it does not cover overnight parking.
Okay.
So you need an overnight pass or you're going to stay overnight.
Okay.
Another issue that we've been having is our contractors are parking in the cul-de-sacs. So we've had a number of violations of contractors parking in the cul-de-sacs, but it has been mitigated because we've decided to pass out to every contractor a notice when they come in that they must not park in the cul-de-sacs unless they're loading and unloading. And the problem is that when folks get a permit to do work, they're notified of the requirements, but if they're just in doing maintenance, air conditioning, refrigeration, stove, whatever, they may not know of the requirements.
Okay.
So we're now passing these out, and the number of violations has decreased. There were 84 in April, 63, 48, and in July there were only 31 cul-de-sac violations. So it's working. We're getting the word out. And finally, unloading. Yeah, you can park in a cul-de-sac if you're unloading, but how long can you do that? And the answer is 30 minutes. You got to get yourself unloaded by 30 minutes. Okay. Unless the vehicle is required to actually do maybe it has a generator or something like that, and then you're allowed to park there if the vehicle is required.
All right, very good.
I'm a member of the GRF M&C committee, and we talked about the Performing Arts Center at our last meeting, and folks have heard about the fact that there's this very large program. Right. $10–15 million, and so now it has finally been determined that we're only going to do the absolute necessary work. So it's now a $3.5 million project, and at that point, that's pretty much where it's going to stay, which will cover HVAC, ADA, fire, life safety, audio and video video upgrades, and finally the lobby and dining room upgrades. Okay. Gate 10. We're doing the gate arm projects in Gate 7, 8, and 9. And the reason that 10 was not included was because there was a consideration that maybe 10 and 11 could be combined under one gate. That didn't work out, and so now Gate 10, at the last GRF M&C meeting, a motion was made that we now include Gate 10. So now 7, 8, 9, and 10, and that will then secure the village west of Molson, and keep the interlopers out. Okay. Because we'll have the gate arms.
All right, very good.
Landscape. We have a, well, everyone has heard of the Yellow Stake program, and it was a moratorium put on the Yellow Stake program by the Third Mutual several months ago, and where the landscape committee is working diligently to develop a grandfathering system where we continue the yellow stake and go back and investigate, and then start passing out yellow stakes again.
Okay.
And so there'll be a meeting, an important meeting on the 6th of September, and anyone who's interested in the yellow stake program should come to the landscape meeting. Task force committees. We have there have been 3 task forces. We got lots and lots of committees, but there have been 3 task forces: the Performing Arts Center, the Traffic Hearing, and the Disaster Preparedness Task Force. And now we've created the Energy Committee Task Force. And that means a task force, by the way, which means that there's members from each of the housing mutuals and GRF.
Right.
Security and Mobility Vehicles Committee. We got a very, very important meeting. As many of the bus riders know, we have created a plan-a-ride system and an eight bus system because of the that was created to reduce VMS transportation costs. Well, that program is not working advantageously to our bus riders. And there was a petition that was passed and signed by hundreds and hundreds of folks, and they need weekend bus service, and they would like to readdress the entire system. So come to the 31st of August meeting at 9:30 in the boardroom.
Okay.
And staff is going to present some options for the committee to consider.
All right, very good.
And finally, disaster preparedness. There's a real strong need for a good neighbor block captain. Chief Moore has put together and is addressing the disaster preparedness, a very critical need here for fire life safety and fire, flood in the village, earthquake. And the purpose of the Good Neighbor Block Captains is to interview all the people within their responsibility, find out are there any damages, any people hurt.
Right.
And my wife is a block captain for our cul-de-sac, and we wear a vest, and then after after the circumstance, then she reports to Clubhouse 6, and that way we find out, we have a reading on all of the folks here in the village. I'm the backup to the coordinator of Clubhouse 6.
Okay.
So disaster and good neighbor block captains are very, very necessary, and we need hundreds more.
Oh, wow.
There's a lot of we're not full on the good neighbor block captains for disaster preparedness, and we would certainly appreciate anyone who feels like they can stand up and help.
Okay. Now, are you having a meeting coming up for this soon?
Yeah. There's a barbecue on the 28th.
Okay.
At noontime on Clubhouse. Clubhouse 2.
Okay.
And we're going to be wearing our vests. And
okay. So if people want to find out more about that, they can.
well, I don't think that's open to anyone who's
Oh,
not
it's not for like people who are interested.
Yes.
Okay. It's for the current ones.
Right. If
Okay.
you're interested, there's extensive training
Okay.
that Chief Moore puts together on a regular basis. This is just a thank you for all the several hundred good neighbor block captains that we do have.
All right.
That'll
Very
do
good.
it.
All right. Good to see you, John. As
Thank you
always,
very
you
much.
take care of yourself.
Thank you.
Remember, tomorrow has their regular board meeting, which we'll bring to you live. We'll be right back.